What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. The trade that I called yesterday on Bitcoin could not have been any better. Like, if I had, like, I couldn't even script it better. Exactly came into the level that we were looking at, and off you go. A fortune, and it happened around the time that I was kind of calling for as well. Now, in today, I'm going to be breaking down the exact Bitcoin trade that I'm going to be looking for today. And let me tell you, this is going to be a lot more straightforward compared to what we had yesterday. And yesterday was already pretty straightforward, except for the fact that it was Monday. So yeah, I'm going to break it all down in this video. Before we get into it, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Xuan. I've been publicly documenting the success rate of all of these trade calls that you see here on YouTube. And so far, I'm at about a 75% win rate across the last couple of years. So all that means is that I tend to be right a little bit more often than I'm wrong. And now, yeah, now that I've given you a good reason to listen to me, let's get into it. So starting things off on the daily chart, we are looking at a bullish daily bias, right? In terms of the day, it means that we're going to be looking for some sort of a long. And over here, you can see this black line over here. That is a weekly liquidity level that we are targeting. In fact, you could even put it slightly higher because that is in fact the liquidity level that we're targeting. That level right there is the level that we need to close through on the weekly chart in order to confirm like super high time frame bullishness, right? Just undeniable bullishness. Hey, the bull market's back, and let us start to get back into some swing positions towards the long side. Now, the target for today is going to be like, on the optimistic side, it's definitely going to be around $83,000. But otherwise, let's go down into the daily chart and see if there are any other, closer levels. And you can see one right here at around $82,000, and you have another one here at 82,500. So any one of these three levels are going to be fair game for some sort of a drawn liquidity towards the upside. So now that we have understood that in terms of the higher time frame, we're looking for longs, and we can understand in terms of the higher time frame what levels we're going to be looking for to get hit. Now it's time to simply go it down into the lower time frames and to figure out if we can find any supporting evidence that kind of supports our argument. And immediately we can see that okay, not only is the hourly order flow really bullish, right? Things are looking pretty bullish, which means for something very simple. As you retrace back into previous levels of support, you're just literally going to go long because this is going to be a retracement and you're just going to look for continuation. Currently, price is coming into, or no, price did come back into this previous bullish order block right here, starting at 79,500. And yeah, so far the reaction over the last 30 minutes or so has been pretty resounding, to say the least. And yeah, let's go down into the 5-minute chart as well. And I think all you guys are going to want to look for is some sort of a CISD, like a convincing CISD, maybe above 80,500. Once you get a convincing CISD on the 5-minute chart, you're already good to go. Or to be honest, like as price continues to, just make higher highs and higher lows, you're going to form newly formed order blocks over there. Those are going to be your opportunities to just kind of like enter here and place it stop there, and you target for the liquidity targets that we've already drawn out just now. But either way, like the setup for today is going to be super clear in the sense where like, yeah, everything is in a very strong uptrend right now. Today, it just so happens that we're coming back into a very clearly defined bullish hourly order flow, bullish hourly PD array, and like, yeah, this playbook's honestly, like if we had the opportunity to just kind of place a limit here and place a stop loss here, even though I don't really do that, like this would be more than valid. So if you ended up catching this and you saw this, before watching this video, like congratulations, you're on the right track of improving in terms of understanding the system, which by the way, shout out to all of you that take the time to leave your comments down below that, hey, you guys are making a lot of money using just the free concepts that are just within these videos. The truth is, like, this is a system that works. Not only have you seen it with me, like the last year and a half or so, where I've been insanely consistent as far as my trading comes, and heck, even if I'm not trading, like more times than not, I'm able to call exactly what's happening in the market pretty much most of the time. And you don't stumble upon this by accident, right? This is a system that works. Now, if you are someone that, would rather just go straight to the source and work with me one-on-one to learn the system, install it, and start making a full-time living from trading quickly, instead of wasting your time trying to, watch through a bunch of YouTube videos, trying to figure it out, but having no idea if you're even on the right track, then click the first link down below. I've had about 65 students so far join the program, and about 34 of them are currently funded, which means we have more than a 50% success rate, which is something that no other program can claim to have. And the only reason we are able to claim this is because we truly care about student success. Like, it's because we truly care about student success. Like, it's not like we just hand you a course and disappear, right? If you're interested, click the link below. But otherwise, just to come back into the video, obviously, if price, like by the time you watch this video, price is kind of forming bearish order flow and like you're just kind of completely heading towards the downside, then like, yeah, the trade idea that I'm sharing now is just going to get invalidated. There is a chance that, yeah, you come back into this bearish order block and then you're going to go lower. I do think that is a very unlikely scenario, but if it happens, then yeah, just remember that today is a non-news day and tomorrow is going to be the main news day. So like, who knows, the true move could happen tomorrow. Again, I don't think it's very likely, but it is a possibility. And so just watch out for it. But otherwise, yeah, don't count on me posting anything on X later. I'm going to be, for the first time, bringing my grandparents to Japan. They've never been to Japan, and like, yeah, really excited to just bring them out. After all, like this is probably one of the most fulfilling uses of money for me. Like, besides me being able to travel basically full time, having the freedom to do what I want, when I want, whenever I like, wherever I want, whatever, it means so much more to me that I'm able to not only take care of my loved ones, my family, but also to be able to bring them on trips. Honestly, it took a lot of convincing to get them, Asian grandparents. They never want to, spend your money. It took me a long while to kind of convince them, like, yeah, I've made more than enough money, like, just come, okay? So yeah, gonna be taking an overnight flight to Japan later, so highly unlikely I'm gonna be trading today. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow once I touch down in Osaka. But otherwise, yeah, thanks for watching and take care. Ciao, ciao.